Welcome back to another FPL video. This is the Game Week 4 Wildcard edition. I will take a look at a team with Alexander Isak in it. I will take a look at a safer option as well. At the end, I will take a look at a team with both Mo Salah and Erling Haaland in it. So let's have a look. So this team is called the Isak punt team. I will show you a couple of variations with some safer options as well, but he can be a really explosive differential in Game Week 4 if he looks set to start. So let's have a look. In goal, I've gone for Sanchez and Dubravka on the bench. I still think that Sanchez is a really good option, only priced at 5 million. In Chelsea, they still have good fixtures. Dubravka, he is in because he is the only starting 4.0 goalkeeper at the moment. So Sanchez, Dubravka, I think this is a really good combination. 9 million, I don't really like spending more on my goalkeepers, so Sanchez and Dubravka in goal. In defense, I've gone for some solid options. I like Fabian Schär from Newcastle at the moment. He's a big threat. Been close to picking up DEFCON points so far in the season. Haven't really reached the 12 DEFCON limit yet, but I think that he will reach this soon. So priced at 5.5, only selected by 2.5% of the managers. I think that he is a good differential and a really good option going forward. The next player is a really safe option. He has picked up DEFCON a couple of times already. Van Dijk, 6 million, 10% owned, and a really good fixture in Game Week 4 against Burnley. The last player in this defense in the starting 11 is Munoz. I really like the fixture in Game Week 4, especially playing at home against Sunderland. And I think that he is due an attacking return really soon. So Schär, Van Dijk, Munoz, a really strong defense. So moving on to the midfield, Semenyo, he is in a really good start to the season for Semenyo, and he has been in really good form. And Bournemouth, they have some good fixtures coming up as well. In Game Week 4, playing at home against Brighton, so he can potentially do well in Game Week 4 as well. Pakta, he is kind of a punt, only selected by 1.5% of the managers, but West Ham, they showed some signs of improvement in Game Week 3, and he is their first choice penalty taker, only priced at 5.9. I actually think that Pakta is a good option. Next player is Kudus, 6.5, 7.5% selected. I think that he is the safest option from the Spurs midfield at the moment. I think that Johnston potentially can be a bit of a rotation risk after they signed Xavi Simons. So at the moment, I think that Kudus is the best option from Spurs. The last player in midfield is Elanga. If you want to cover the Newcastle attack, I think that he is the best option. Alexander Isak, he has left the club, and there will be some rotation going forward. Anthony Gordon, he is suspended. So I think Elanga is a decent option at the moment. On the bench, I have another punt, Arias from Wolves. Hasn't really impressed so far in the season, but he has started the last 2 games, and Wolves, they have really good fixtures going forward. So if Arias will continue starting for Wolves, and I think he will, he might actually become a really good option really soon. Didn't start in Game Week 1. Kind of unlucky in Game Week 2 because they got a red card, so they had to make some substitutions. So he has been a bit unlucky so far, but I think that he will come good really soon. So Arias, he is in, only priced at 5.4, so he is a really good rotation option if you want to play your bench boost. So Arias, he is in at the moment. So the forwards, and in this Alexander Isak team, Alexander Isak, he is of course in 10.4, and on his sides he has both Erling Haaland and Joao Pedro. I think that Haaland is a really good option at the moment. I actually prefer Haaland compared to Mo Salah. So 14.1 selected by 32% of the managers. I think that Haaland should be included. So if you want to pick one of Erling Haaland and Mo Salah, Haaland would be my pick at the moment. I will show you another team later on with both Haaland and Mo Salah, but this team, I think it's really solid. So the last player in this team is Joao Pedro, nailed on starter for Chelsea at the moment. Cole Palmer is injured. We know Enzo is taking their penalties, but I think that Joao Pedro probably is next in line. So really strong team. I really like it. Sanchez, Joao Pedro double up from Chelsea. We have Alexander Isak as a big punt together with Paqueta, and Erling Haaland is a really good option when we consider his form so far this season. So let me know what you think about this team in the comments down below, but let's take a look at a couple of variations as well. If you're not convinced that Alexander Isak will start for Liverpool in game week 4, or if we get the news from Arne Slot that he will be given some more time before starting, then I think it's probably better going for Mateta up front. We can upgrade probably Paqueta to someone like Bruno Fernandes. Really strong options, 90 minutes men and on penalties for their team. So if you want to downgrade or upgrade in defense, if you're not satisfied with the defense I just showed you, I think that Robinson actually is a really big differential. He was the defender with most assists in the 24-25 season, only selected about 0.5% of the managers because of an injury, and priced at 5 million. Really good fixtures for Fulham going forward, so he is a good option going forward as well. So if you don't trust Alexander Isak, as mentioned, this would be my team. It has Bruno Fernandes, it has Mateta, but the other players are the same. I think that having Williams in a wildcard team, even though Forest have a tough fixture in game week 4, I think that covering the Nottingham Forest defense is a good idea going forward. They have some really well-owned options at the moment. They have Sels, Milenkovic, Murillo and Williams, so I think that is a good idea covering the Nottingham Forest defense. Of course, if you're not satisfied with Arias, he can become someone like Josh King, 4.5 from Fulham. You can spend more in your starting 11, or you can upgrade Arias as well. But there are a lot of options available with 1.8 in the bank. But let's have a look at the team with both Erling Haaland and Mo Salah. So this is the 2x premium team, a bit lighter in defense, even though this team has Kirkis in it. It has more 4.5 options, so I think Senesi is a really good option. Konsa as well. It could be Lacroix from Crystal Palace, but at the moment I think Konsa is a decent option as well. On the bench, Van de Ven 4.5 as well, and in this team I have Rodon, the 4.0 million option. So of course, if you're interested in going for one of the Crystal Palace defenders, it really makes sense. So Lacroix, I think that he is a really good option. Richards at 4.5 is decent as well. But there are variations, but in this team I actually have no money in the bank. So let's take a look at what we can do in midfield. So in this team with 2 premiums, Mo Salah, he is obviously in 14.5 and a really good fixture in game week 4 playing away against Burnley. In this team we have Kudus as well. I think he is a really good option. Paqueta is in, I talked about him, and Semenyo, of course, a really strong option as well. So a strong midfield. Let's take a look at who we can fit in up front. So as mentioned, Erling Haaland, he is in this team. This is the 2x premium, so it has both Mo Salah and Erling Haaland. Up front, I've also gone for Evan Nilsson. I think that 7 million is a really good price for him. Nailed on starter for Bournemouth with penalties in his locker. Same goes for Joao Pedro, 7.7, but he is nailed on for Chelsea at the moment. I think that he is a really good option.